Metasploit also offers various types of user interfaces, and each one has its own advantages. The GUI interface. With the graphical user interface, some people say GUI. I tend to prefer GUI. Almost everything might be done by clicking a button. This interface is user-friendly, and that helps to provide a cleaner scanning and exploiting environment. I've showed you that while talking about the Pro and the Community editions. You might like it a whole lot better because it just, is a clean way to exploit a target. Now, this is the console interface. The way I see it, most of the penetration testers and security researchers use this interface. It's also the most popular one. Its power cannot be underestimated. This interface provides an all-in-one approach to basically all the options offered by Metasploit. It's also considered one of the most stable interfaces. Now, throughout the range of this course, I'm going to be using this console interface for the most part. Now, once you get used to the environment and the commands, you're going to consider yourself a console ninja. And the next one is the command line interface. Metasploit had an interface named MSF CLI, but nowadays it doesn't really exist. You can use MSF Console's X parameter to accomplish the exact same thing now. It supports almost every feature that Metasploit framework has, such as the launching of exploits to activities, payload generation, and so forth. However, I think it's hard to memorize every command each time, so I tend not to use it too much, although somehow I'll use it a couple of times. You'll see when we get there. So for those of you who want to benefit from MSF, but you really feel you need a GUI, hold on. The next one is for you. Armitage. 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 You say Armitage. Anyway, Armitage by Raphael Mudge. It's a cool hacker-style GUI interface. It provides a lot of the features such as easy vulnerability management, Nmap scans, exploit recommendations. It uses Cortana scripting language for automation. Now, to be honest, I don't really use this feature, and so I will give you some extra thoughts about Armitage in the next slide. Also, there's a full section that covers how to use it efficiently, so stay tuned. I first want to show you the equivalent of the old MSF CLI interface. Because it doesn't exist now, MSF Console's X parameter does the exact task for you. So open your terminal. MSF Console H will display a basic help menu. Now here the parameter and its description is visible. But now I'm going to use it as type MSF Console X. Then, between double quotes, write your Metasploit commands. So I'm going to use the VSFTPD exploit again. And yeah, there's no tab completion here. So that's why I was saying earlier, it might be a little more difficult to remember the command each time. So anyway, hit enter, and it'll start the Metasploit at the very first moment. Then it will use the exploit and set its variables. A session is open in the background, so I will interact with that session by sessions I1. Now, because this is not a Meterpreter shell, you can directly write Linux commands to the screen. You name A to check the machine's full name, if config, and this is what you saw earlier in Metasploitable 2.